Hello everyone, Tennessee Tactical back at it again with another YouTube video for you. And we have bought a new firearm. I'm a huge fan of Kimber, if you guys have checked that on the channel before. So I bought a new Kimber firearm and we're going to check it out. So let's get into it. So inside the box, we've got a little bit of promotional material there, not too crazy. And then we can shut that up and look at the bag, because it comes in a range bag or a range type bag. So here is the range bag it comes in. And there's plenty of different pockets. You can put magazines here, right in here. You can put stuff down in here. This is where you've got your lock and a disassembly tool for field stripping. And then inside this bigger compartment here is the firearm. You've got a few different, this is where your firearm can go in, kind of like a laptop bag almost. And we're going to go ahead and pull the firearm out and take a look at it. So here is the Kimber Ultra CDP chambered in 45. This is a beautiful, beautiful gun here. This firearm was cleared before the video. We can go ahead and clear it again. Empty magazine and empty chamber. We are clear, so we can safely handle this. Put the hammer down there. So, like I said, this is the Kimber Ultra CDP. Now, what does CDP stand for? So this is Kimber's custom shop firearm. CDP stands for Custom Defense Package, and the Ultra stands for just the 3-inch barrel, like officer's model sort of size firearms. So this is a 1911. The finish, Kimber uses a Kim Pro 2 finish. So we've got your charcoal gray frame, aluminum frame, and then you've got your steel slide. This is a satin silver kind of finish there. Very, very nice. Quite a few features here, so we're going to go over them pretty quickly. So you've got 3-dot sights. So here is the sights on the Kimber. Obviously, at night, they will glow green. So you've got your tritium night sights there. So pretty cool. You've also got some little indentions there, serrations there for anti-glare to keep down on glare. So there's the sights on the Kimber. Pretty cool design there. Moving along into the features of the Kimber, one of the main things that the CDP line shows and has is what is called the carry melt treatment. And basically, if you've ever carried or owned a 1911 before, you will find that on a lot of these 1911s, most of them, probably all of them, have kind of sharp edges around the slide and things like that. Kimber, what they did in their custom shop was basically melt that down or kind of round it off. So all these sides are very, very, very smooth and create a snag-free and smooth experience out of the holster. So very cool there. Kimber did a great job on that. So moving along, we've also got a skeletonized hammer. It's also serrated there. It's got some serrations, so you can kind of grip it easy and pull back on that. So that is pretty cool there. You've also got a skeletonized trigger there. Pretty cool. Trigger weight is like 4 pounds from the factory. Feels a lot lighter than that, but it's what they're claiming. We do have an ambidextrous safety selector, so you can see flipped up and down, and like I said, on both sides there. So that's pretty cool. Kimber did a good job on that as well. Ambi safety is always good. And also, another kind of feature we have here is on the slide stop, slide release, what have you. We've also got a little bit of, I don't want to call it checkering, but a little bit of grip there to kind of aid in pushing that down. So that's pretty cool there. Also have that on the mag release as well, so pretty cool. We've also got some beautiful rosewood grips here. These grips are fantastic. I think that they're very pretty and look good on the firearms. So it just looks very, very good in the hand here. And I got to tell you guys, just the absolute just beauty of this firearm is hands down just amazing. I love that charcoal gray finish, kind of contrasting with the satin silver there. That two-tone really gives it a good look. So I think they did an amazing job with the color and finish of the fire. All right, so some more features. We are not done yet. We've also got the beaver tail type of safety grip here, the grip safety. So it's extended, so you can kind of grip on that better. So that's cool there. You do, like I said, on the mainspring housing, you do have some checkering there as well. And then another cool feature that Kimber offers here is a bull barrel. So you'll see on this 45 ACP barrel, it is actually a bull barrel. Really fat there, really awesome. So that bull barrel is really nice. This does not have a bushing system. So this is a bushingless design there. So that's pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for the features. I mean, it's basically a 1911. It's very, very nice. And it does come with one 7-round magazine. I would have thought that it would have came with 2 magazines. I could have swore I saw that somewhere. Maybe I was wrong, but it does come with just one round, or one 7-round magazine. So capacity is not really the best, but I mean, this is more of like a barbecue gun. I mean, I'm going to carry this, don't get me wrong. And I'm not going to get into the whole 9mm 45 debate and capacity. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to admire the beauty of this amazing firearm here. I did want to mention the barrel length is 3 inches, like I said, in that officer's model there. One thing I just noticed, you actually do have a loaded chamber indicator there. There's a little hole indentation in the barrel. So you do have that there, so that's pretty cool. And then you do have your slide serrations on the rear of the slide, not on the front, but you do get a nice custom shop Kimber logo there. Pretty cool there as well. You do have a crown. Obviously, I'm not pointing this at anyone, but you do have a slight crown there. You can kind of see it. It just goes right in there, so to aid with accuracy. So that's pretty nice. And I love the bull barrel. That bull barrel is sexy. Just amazing. So that is pretty cool as well. One of the main things that Kimber kind of does that stands out from a lot of your big box retailers is Kimber, like Wilson Combat and Cabot and you know, custom 1911 companies, is you're going to get a very, very quality firearm here. You're also going to get the fit and finish of what I consider one of the best, you know, 1911s ever. Kimber is known for their very, very tight tolerances from the factory. You can see that nothing wiggles here at all. It's all tight and locked up and locked down. So their tight tolerances are what they're famous for. Sometimes it causes malfunctions, but we're going to get into that in just a second, so stay tuned. But there is a break-in period for 1911s, so that's something to be aware of there. So try to break it in before you carry it. There's a lot of debates there. We're going to get into some of that in just a second. So like I said, an amazing, amazing firearm. I think that it is just absolutely one of the most beautiful firearms I've ever owned in my whole entire life. MSRP is something that you guys are probably wondering here. Just shut up talking about it. Just tell us how much it costs. So MSRP is around $1,300 or $1,400. I got this out the door tax, background check, everything for like just below $1,500. So pretty expensive there. You know, it's not going to be your Wilson Combat $2,000-$3,000 firearm there, but it is a decent price. Kimber does say that because this is a production gun and there's so many different quality of life features and different upgrades to this firearm, that it's going to cost you around $600 you know, elsewhere if you didn't buy it from the factory like this. Also, one other upgrade I forgot to mention, you've probably already seen this if you kind of know about guns, but you do have the kind of extended safety there, which is kind of easy to kind of hit there. So that's pretty cool. So that is about it for the Kimber, ladies and gentlemen. So now we're going to talk about a little bit of controversy in the Kimber world. So stay tuned. So if you're watching this and if you've owned a Kimber and if you haven't owned a Kimber, doesn't matter. We're going to talk about Kimber's reputation. So Kimber has had what I would consider a very decent reputation, and I wouldn't have bought it if I don't trust Kimber. However, there have been quite a few people that have talked about Kimber's quality in the past few years going downhill. They've also talked about a lot of reliability issues from the factory from Kimber, various different models, various different calibers. here's my opinion on that. You can't deny that there has been some quality control issues at Kimber. I don't know really what was going on there, but I know that from talking to a lot of people that have bought some recent Kimbers, that it seems like those quality issues have been solved. You know, you're going to get a lemon sometimes. It's just how it goes. That's just the life of doing business in a production line. That's not an excuse, but it just, you know. Now, I will say, like I said, Kimber has had their fair share of quality issues. But in my experience, I've owned a Kimber Ultra Carry 2, which I don't have anymore. Sold it to buy another gun like most gun owners do. I've had a Kimber Micro 9 and now this. I will say that both of those Kimbers were very reliable. They did require a break-in period, though. That is something very important. So I can't remember the exact round count, but I think most companies that make 1911s will tell you about 200 to 500 round break-in period, because their tight tolerances, their tolerances are so tight in general. You know, you've got to kind of loosen up those springs and stuff. And I read a comment on somebody's video that said, well, why don't they just do that from the factory so it takes out all the work? Well, I mean, then it's not new. You know, if you're going to put 500 rounds through this before I own it, then it's not new. So you're just going to buy a $1,500 used gun. So you do that work. You know, you break in the gun and, you know, get a good feel for it and kind of know what the gun, how the gun runs, and what ammo it likes and what ammo it doesn't like. So we are going to do a first shots video and some range videos on this. I really wanted to put it in the review, but there's a couple reasons why. Like I said, you know, I haven't shot this yet. This is coming straight from the gun store. And we're going to make a separate video on the first shots because there's so much controversy in the Kimber world right now with reliability, especially with their 1911s, that I want to make a whole video dedicated on that. So you do need to break the gun in, though. I remember on my Kimber Micro 9, if you can check that review out, I'll put it in the description below. I had to break that thing in. It took about 200 rounds, plus a lot of this right here. So to break those springs in and really get them loosened up, and man, I got to tell you, it was a breeze after that. No malfunctions after that. I did have a couple failure to feeds and a couple failure to fires before that, but after I broke it in, re-lubed it and everything, I had zero malfunctions. Shot about 5,000 rounds through it before I ended up parting ways with it. Like I said, same reason. I sold it to buy another gun. So kind of wish I hadn't have done that because I love my Kimbers. I really wish I had my Micro 9 again, as well as my Ultra Carry 2. But this is kind of like an Ultra Carry 2. It's the same dimensions, but this is going to be your CDP, more premium line there. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is about it. I could have talked a little bit more, but I think this video has done it justice. If you've owned one of these before, if you've owned any kind of Kimber, let me know down in the comments. What did you have? Did you like it? And did you have any reliability issues? So I want to know those things from you, ladies and gentlemen. And let's start a good discussion below on Kimber 1911s. They're very beautiful in my opinion. I'm very excited to own this, as you can't tell already. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to slap that like button. If you are new to the channel and you like what you see, feel free to subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss a video. I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. Until the next video, peace out.